everybody. This is me, Stangerbrook, again in Puerto Vallarta with another way overdue fishing report. We've had some pretty wonderful fishing here in the last few months. A lot of Dorado, a lot of Sailfish. Not that many Marlin, surprisingly. We thought we'd have more Marlin, but Dorado has been the dominant species for the last 8 weeks, and we're happy for that. But we've had some changes now, and so it's time to put another report out, no matter how busy I am. What we've seen now in the last 2 weeks, actually in the last 10 days, we've seen water temperatures drop from 86 to about 81, and in fact, in some places out there near Corbatania, it's 79 degrees now. So that's a 7-degree drop in about 10, 12 days, and that's dramatic. So how do you deal with that? Well, right now, we've still got a lot of yellowfin tuna. We got yellowfin tuna at Corbatania. Right now they're running with spinners, but they were running around out there from 60 to 100 pounds anyway, so you've got tuna in the area. And a lot of bait, a lot of skipjack tuna, the skippies we call them. Well, they're small, they're about the size of cargo eyes, so they're brand new babies, and that's a great bait for a lot of fish out there. So tuna been hanging around, sailfish hanging around, and Dorado still hanging around out there at Corbatania. If you're going to go after any kind of tuna, you want to be about 7 to 10 miles north of the rock there. Seems to be a pretty good starting place for most things. The water out there now it's still kind of blue, but it's mostly that clean green water. When we start seeing currents change and water temperatures drop, it turns into that clean green, and we got that out there. And on top of that, we got spots of red tide all over the place. They could be 2 miles in diameter, and they can be a pain in the ass. It's not solid, but it's spotty out there. So we got the clean green, and then we got the spotty red tide. And normally when we start seeing those kind of conditions, we wind up having krill. And right now, that's exactly what we have. Excuse me, I'm switching hands. My thingamajiggy kind of went down on me. But that's what we got right now. We got a lot of krill out there, so we haven't been having too many problems with that, but we will, because everything will start just stuffing themselves on that, especially the Dorado. But again, with the water temperatures dropping, Dorado like warmer water temperatures. They'll hang around, there's bait, but the minute something changes, they don't like the bait, they're gone with the wind, so they're going to follow the currents. So if you're going to get out there and go after Dorado, you better do it right now. Punta de Mita. Well, let's talk about El Banco again. I'm sorry, I got some information on Banco. There have been some tuna out that way as well. I understand. Well, here's the deal. Once you get 10 miles off the point at Punta de Mita, you're going to run into the clean green. Otherwise, it's kind of red tide, right? Once you get in the clean green, a little farther out that, you might see some blue water, but I'm still thinking it's going to stay clean and green, and there you are. But they've got Blue Marlin out there. I've been seeing a lot of them out there. They haven't been taking too many baits. There's yellowfin tuna out there. Find the spinners as well. They could be anywhere from 25 to maybe 50 pounds, 60 pounds. Still Dorado out there, so you got to hit that now. But I'm hoping that these cold temperatures, these cold water temperatures, will just be a basic snap from the cold weather recently up north. We do kind of get hit with some of the ripple effects, I guess you would say. Weather patterns are affected worldwide when things like that happen. So that's kind of like what's going on. 8-hour trip right now. You could do better than that. El Morro, the Punta de Mita, it's mostly red tide and no real Dorado out there, no real sailfish. So, if things clear up out there, maybe give it a shot. But for right now, if you're going to go through that area towards someplace else, I'd understand it, but no real reason to go out there. Inside the bay, again, we've got more krill coming in the bay. We've got a lot of whales outside the bay, and they're starting to come into the bay. That's because most of the krill concentration are still outside the bay. But they're coming in now, and so what we've seen is the water temperatures drop in the bay as well. You got to expect that. And then, of course, we got the clean green water, and we still have some spotty red tide around the place. But most of that's been kind of away from the south end of the bay. And you can go down there. We've got some yellowfin football tuna running 20 to 35 pounds down there, especially around Yelapa. We have Dorado in the neighborhood of 20 pounds, which 20-pound Dorado is always a lot of fun to catch. And then, of course, we have your basics out there. Now, I'm the first guy to tell you, don't ever go out there and plan on catching sailfish. But right now, there's so many sailfish in the bay that they're targetable. You got a shot at getting sailfish, especially down by Los Arcos. So, it's one of those freaking nature things. But, I'm putting boats out for 4 hours. They're catching sailfish. So, they're out there. So if you have a chance, get out there, take advantage of that. And that's about that. What remains to be seen what goes on with these cool water temperatures. Normally at the end of December, we'll get what I call the chill current. That's where it gets really cold. You get these cold, chilly currents coming down from the north, and pushes all the warm water species out, and that's just about the same time when the cool water species are coming in, things like Jack Crevalle, and you'll start seeing bass and grouper and things like that. So right now, with the water temperatures the way they are, we could start seeing that pretty soon. So fish don't discriminate; they just like to eat. So that's what they do. And let me see, what else can I think of? As far as bait goes, this past week, lures have been the best thing to use. Dorado mimicking, green, yellow, black flecks on there. The petroleros, that ugly, reliable, and guacamayos would be another good one. But they've been working better than live bait, so be ready to have, take as much color with it as you can, meaning color lures. And let me see what else. I expect, let's see what happens with water temperatures. A little bit of luck, they'll come back up. But if they don't come back up, we could be looking at the beginning of the winter fishing season. So normally when that does start to happen, we start seeing striped marlin come into the area. So that'll be the big indicator. With striped marlin moving in the area, we know that we're looking at the beginning of the winter fishing season. But even then, tuna and sailfish will still be around. So we're going to have some fishing for a while. Other than that, Puerto Vallarta is wide open. We got yachts now, we got boats, we got spearfishing, we got sweatshirts, t-shirts, you name it, tours. We can do anything you need, and airport transfers as well. So if you have any questions, you need any answers to anything, remember, we won't sell you a timeshare here at Puerto Vallarta, and we won't jerk you around either. So for right now, this is Stan at Puerto Vallarta saying don't forget to catch your fish. And we'll see you next time around. Again, we'll put some more fishing reports out, but when things change, I do these. I can't say so much about my newsletters. I could do better on that. So anyway, hasta luego. Have a good holiday, and if you don't see you again, and I'll shut up. Bye-bye.
Es que él agarra el líder y el mismo líder que agarra el líder no lo deja correr.
¿Quieres que grabe?
Yo la grabo, ahorita que el jodecín la enganche. Cualquier cosa pues ya la ayuda. Trínquenla. Sí, está más grande, poquito. Que la agarre fuerte. Porque está buena era. Esta ya marca la aguja. Déjala, asegúrenla. Ahí está. Ahí está. ¡Hija! Ahora sí, hasta arriba. Está más buena, ¿eh?
Ah, sí.
Sí.